body, outfitted in an identical black wetsuit, and lit his crooked-toothed grin. The same grin Hunter had run up against the night he bumped into Elliot while breaking into the dean's office at Harvard. Elliot had already disarmed the alarms when Hunter appeared beside him. Surprisingly, he and Elliot had broken in for the same reason, to correct the grades of a female student who had spurned the advances of a tenured professor and stood to lose her scholarship. Elliot had laughed in the dark and told Hunter to cover their butts, which he did, and was still doing. Nothing bothered Elliot. Not even the time the yacht they'd been on had stopped floating in the middle of the night. An explosion in the engine room had been at fault, but the reason really didn't matter when you had to tread water for the next 9 hours. "Not worried about tonight, are you?" Elliot pushed and prodded until he got what he wanted, a part of his personality that could be annoying as hell at times. "Worried? Be serious." Hunter ran over the mission again in his mind. His brain assured him everything was a go. His gut argued but failed to produce concrete evidence of a problem. Didn't matter either way. He and Elliot were going in. They thought as one mind and had faced missions more dangerous than this one. With an unmatched ability to breach any security and expert climbing skills, Elliot was the perfect partner. But the deciding factor had come down to a matter of trust. Hunter trusted no one, or at least he hadn't until Elliot took him rock climbing back in college. By the end of that first day, Hunter's life had been in Elliot's hands more times than he'd wanted to count. After that, he knew without question that Elliot had his back in any situation. And he had Elliot's. Of course, Elliot's heart was his greatest weakness. "What about the CIA?" Elliot was back on track with the mission. "If they find out you've been here or seen their list of agents..." "They won't. We're in, we're out. No one'll know. He's got 2 rent-a-guards. Stop worrying like an old woman. They got this," Hunter added, using their end-of-discussion phrase. With no choice but to insert, he wanted Elliot thinking only about breaching that security system. He gripped the vertical aluminum rail, bolted to the wheelhouse, and changed the subject. "Speaking of women, you still seeing that professor?" "I am." Elliot's grin curved up, widened, beamed. "Ah, hell, that silly look can't mean what I think." "I was gonna tell you this later, but..." "No, Elliot, we had a deal. What happened to the no ties, no commitments, no baggage rule they'd shaken hands on in college?" "I never could keep a secret from you for long. Cynthia and I got married." Elliot shrugged. "I would have included you in the wedding, but we did a quick trip to Vegas." Married. Of all the stupid things to do. Hunter licked salt water from his dry lips. "Open mouth and say something, damn it. This is my best friend. Only friend." "Congratulations, I guess." Hunter scratched his chin. One thing was for sure. He'd never complicate his life that way. Not for a woman. They all came with agendas, like his mother, for one. Wasn't a shotgun 2-step to the altar, right? "No way, I'm crazy about Cynthia." "What about what we do for bad?" Hunter had joined the Bureau of American Defense after leaving the CIA. BAD operated as a covert agency that protected national security. They had no boundaries, no red tape, and no support if they got in trouble, since their secret existence wouldn't be acknowledged. Cynthia's another person an enemy could use against you if they found out about her. Elliot stopped smiling and swallowed so hard his Adam's apple pulsed. "My family's never met her. Doesn't know she exists. You're the only one who knows about her, and I trust you with my life, so she's safe." What could he say to that? Hunter felt the weight of Elliot's confidence press down on his shoulders. But Elliot was right. Hunter would protect his friend, and any other bad agent, with his life. "Have you told her what you do?" "I told her I do investigative work for..."